welcome back. Okay, so I'm trying out the new Synchro theme deck, right? It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat in how it functions. And it can be really aggressive, and it's consistent. Cause like this particular build is like basically the purest. It's pure. It's not mixed with anything. It's just I wanted to see what the deck itself does, so then I can be able to accommodate it with the appropriate cards and what's the best, I guess, secondary card choices to be able to mix with this archetype, because that's what you want to be able to do, right? Like you don't want to just like mix it with something that you think would be good and then it's okay, but it won't really utilize this mechanic properly. And that's what I noticed. I've seen a few builds already, some with the shadows, because like it's obvious, right? It's the earth, and you can play what's it called, shadow fusion, and to like, I mean, it's not bad. It's pretty cool. Some little neat things you can do with that. Because like the good thing about this is it's not restricting to where like if these effects were like, if you use their effects, you're bound to like only such and such, right? Like you can only do like, you know, like then it'd be pretty bad. Like it'd be awful. Like this deck would not be good. But the fact that you're not restricted after you use these effects or any of their archetype based cards, it's amazing, because that means you could mix it with other things, but to find out what is the perfect fit, that is the journey you have to go on, right? Like that's something that, like, as a deck builder and other people as deck builders, we have to figure it out, right? Because like once we figure it out, then we'll put it out to you guys, and then you guys see, oh, this might work better, and then that's how you just develop this entirety of a new deck, right? Which is amazing, which is good, because it's good for the community. For the competitive scene, it might be a bit of an issue, because you want every edge you possibly can. You wanna like kind of like withhold some information, because you wanna, yeah, like you want to have as much edge as you possibly can. But like, I don't know. Of course, that is a real thing. Where like holding information and keeping the rest ignorant and oblivious of what is out there and what is possible is an edge, and it's fair play. That's how the competitive scene is. But like I don't really mind it. I would much rather see where this can go, how it can develop as a deck, as an archetype. And yeah, it's just basically like, these two traps are basically a rage and a roar. Oh, it's not that simple. Like this is the rage basically. As long as you control one of the synchros, you can negate the effect of anything. And since like I'm maxed out on everything, right? Everything, the consistency is there, because you're most of the time your tuners are never gonna miss. This guy's always gonna get you a trap because there's 3 of everything. And then once I see like, okay, because like even the extra deck is like there's 3 of each, and then now that I've played it as much as I have, I know that you don't need 3 of each. You don't, like at max 2 of each at max, because you recycle them anyway, and it's recursion. It's pretty cool in a way that that's how it is. And I noticed it's like really back and forth, because like you can like, especially because the Nibiru, this card is gonna be like a staple in this deck, because you can play the Exceed guy, the one that searches a rock, because you can search any of the tuners. So like, let's say you establish like a tuner and 2 level 4s, right? Then you search for the other tuner that you haven't used yet, and then you try to use its effect from hand, because you control Adamatia. Adamatia. I got it. This name has been bugging me. I'm not sure how, because there's some outlets putting an N on it, TI or CIA. Like it's just, I don't know, but not. I'm pretty sure it's Adamatia now. But yeah, like I can see some weaknesses as I played it. One of them being is like, if you open up a lot of level 4s, a lot of the non-tuners, they can be problematic, because you need your tuner to be able to get into your synchros, and your synchros give you the consistency that you're longing for, right? Especially the red one, Leonite. It gets you any Adamatia card, which is essentially you want to have the either of the traps to have some form of interaction. And then there's also the time where you have the tuners and you don't, and you miss out of the 5 excavation. Like that's really brutal. So like finding some way to fix that little flaw Although sometimes a weakness is a weakness for a reason, sometimes it's just there's nothing you can do about it. It just that's just the weakness that the deck has, or that specific archetype has, and there's not much you can do about it. Of course, you can try to like fix it, but variance is a big thing in this game. So you can only do so much, and that's this card. This card's amazing. Like this, you just search your thing, and you just like it's crazy. Like it's just really cool. Like it's really aggressive, and it's consistent in the way that it's built. Like I said, it's like the one that bounces everything. It's amazing. It's like you can bounce up to 5 cards, dude. He was less than 500. I'm like, I should be okay. He slumbers, just get slumber. I was like, I might as well get rid of it. And then either way, yeah, he has his slumber anyways. But he's at 500 something. Like okay, it's pretty easy to do, just 500. And I top like the tuner. Like, this is so good. Like the recursion of this is pretty cool. It's consistency. Like look at that. You just return your synchros back. So like there's no way you need 3 of each. Like I would even dare to maybe say you could only play 1 of each. Maybe even 1 of each. And then like have them like overlay them or something in for Beatrice, or like overlay the, oh, this card too. I've been trying out this card too, because you always end up with level 4 sometimes. So mixing it with Synchros isn't too bad. Yeah. And it's just gonna be game. Just bounce everything. Attack for game. Like this is pretty cool. This is pretty. It's Dyna, right? You can reveal it off one of the tuners in special Dyna, but then you'll be locked in. That's the only issue. And there's that one other Kwakumiru one. That's pretty neat. It's basically like if you just tribute itself, they get the activation of an effect. So I like that. That stops the Biru. Like, 'cause this deck can loosen the Biru pretty hard, because you just combo off and then yeah, the Biru, dude, no way. See, I think this is where I miss. Do I miss in this one? Oh no, I don't miss, but like banish. Just hit everything, just bounce it. Tack. I mean, I have interaction, right? But the top decking, if you top deck the non-tuners, that's where it's an issue, because they don't really do anything. You need to have the tuners. Okay, so like I said, it's very basic. Just maxed out on everything, because I want to see what the deck can do itself. What can it do itself? So then, like, after I notice the weaknesses, I can add the appropriate cards to kind of like alleviate that weakness. Does that make sense? And then that's how you just basically deck build. I mean, that's the process that I do it, and it's just how, and it seems to be working. But like, I'm gonna just give it a shot again, and then now I'm gonna incorporate other cards that I feel like, okay, this can help, and this can make the deck better. But as you saw, other showcase, not really like meant to be like, oh, against the best decks, right? Because like we all know what the best decks do, we know what they're capable of. This is just basically showcasing what the deck can do and how consistent it is, and what its sequences are, and what it's meant to be doing. So then, like, when you do start adding and building the deck, you understand that, okay, that's meant to do that. Now you can incorporate these cards, and then you'll be more familiar with it. But yeah, like I said, you just, like, I was playing 3 of each, and I think this card's really good, because like you just want to be able to make it as much as you can, and then just keep, because like sometimes you just have, like I said, you have all your tuners, and then you miss, and then you're like stuck with a tuner that doesn't do anything. So maybe like adding cards that like other non-tuner special summons, or like I was even thinking of playing the Resonator engine, because like you can summon Resonator, summon these guys, and then special, you know, and then like still be able to do, because these guys just need it's generic. It's any tuner or non-tuner, and then you just make this, use the effect, and especially because you since you have a tuner, you can try to like Synchro climb into like the Red Dragon Archfiends and stuff like that, because you can make Shooting Rising. I'm pretty sure Shooting Rising Dragon. Red Rising Dragon, yeah? Oh no. Fiend Tuner, 1 on 2. Yeah, Shooting Rising. special, you know, and like just try to go off from there. But it's just an idea, it's just like a little concept. But like yeah, like I'm not too sure if you want to play like plays at 3. It's in a weird spot because like this is where you have to put in the effort of testing and knowing the ratios, because if you don't, you're gonna run into inconsistencies, and that's what we want to try to avoid when you play competitive, right? But like reducing the card count of these guys makes it to where the tuners will miss more often, and that's the dilemma you're in. Like you want to hit, you want the effects to resolve, you want his effect to resolve, and if you play these at 1, like odds are it's never going to resolve, and that's going to be a big issue. So it's like, what's the point of its effect if you're not getting full value of it? But yeah, that's basically gonna be it. Yeah, so far it's pretty fun, and I'll keep working on it. I'll upload another video either later during the week, tomorrow, maybe the next day, sometime during the week, and show you guys what I came up with. This is gonna be it. Hopefully enjoy the video. Like, subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching.